Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the team that I used to beat stage 12 of the Pillar of Resplendence. And honestly, the reason why I wanted to make a video on this is because last time this was around, I could not beat it. This stage 12 compared to the other two is so difficult that it just blew my mind. Well, I finally found the team to beat that, so let's check it out. Now, before I jump in the video, I do want to mention that you can support me as a content creator if you want by using the code that you see over there at the top, OddOne. Just, make sure you use capitals on the O's. You would bind it over here, right? Just go to bind your invitation, you would bind, and once you do that, you're going to get some free stuff. And if you do decide to spend, when they have the event going on, I get like 3%. Currently, it doesn't work, but still, just as long as you have me there, I would appreciate it. So, let's have a look at the team that I actually used, and I'm telling you now, it's not free-to-play friendly by any means. I have a feeling that a free-to-play friendly team for this will be available, maybe only like 2-3 weeks after we improve our elemental affinity stuff. But for now, the team that I'm using is gonna be obviously a rally team with Mithrasia. She's kind of like really important over here because of the healing that she brings, also the revives in case things get tricky. However, the funny thing was, I'm not going to lie, maybe, I might be testing some more in the future, but the funny thing was that the key that made this work is bringing these two epics, right? One of them being Yola, my favorite epic in the game, Lolita. I'm not using her as much, recently, but still, she's amazing because of ultimate. And then it was also using Garius, right, for his massive healings, and obviously with the Gatekeeper staff. But let's run this team so you see how it goes, and like I said, it's a pretty difficult fight. Now, the issue with this fight is not the waves, it's the boss part. And the problem is, not only does the boss do insane damage, but it also brings lots of healing. It also puts ally protection, so it's like, I personally believe that they overdid it, right? I believe that they overtuned this boss compared to the other ones. The other ones are pretty easy, just blast them, no issues. But this one is just so overtuned that I had to honestly, I've been testing this for hours, I'm not gonna lie. And even after all that testing, I'm not sure I could do it without Mithrasia. I mean, maybe I could do it without Mithrasia with bringing Catherine or another healer in here, but it's still pretty difficult. Like, again, I'm personally really surprised on how hard this is. And the quirky thing about this one is, obviously, when it comes to damage dealers, you're kind of limited in a sense if you're trying different teams. Like, if you try to bring Dauntless teams, they don't work as well. Like, it only works for me to have like Filto that just blasts it with Lorenthil, and even with Filto it's a bit tricky because the way that Filto does is he has that ultimate that only shoots in a just straight ahead. So the way that the team works, again, you see the waves are pretty fine. Once I get to the boss, I just managed to kill one of them, right? I cannot kill the other one, or at least I don't kill it fast enough because that's the way that the kit of Filto works. And funny enough, the side minion, this one on the right, survived more because one of the hits, the boss, boss does healing as well, but you're gonna see how much damage the boss actually does, considering I'm gonna have attack penalty, I'm gonna have healings from Mithrasia, I'm gonna have healing and shields from Garius, I'm gonna have ancestral protection. Even with all of that, the boss hits so freaking hard. Like, I cannot believe it. Like, look at that. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this, is just mind-blowing. This is just mind-blowing, and it's extremely difficult. I personally believe, again, I might be repeating myself, right? I might sound like a broken record, but I do believe they overtuned it. I think this requires a little bit of, tweaking. I managed to kill finally the one on the left side, and now just going to the right side. Or maybe it doesn't require tweaking. Maybe they did this on purpose so that we have to wait till we upgrade our elemental affinity bonuses, right? To get more damage mitigation, to get more damage from that one. Maybe that's the goal, right? I guess maybe they did not intend it to be like, go in as soon as it opens and beat all of the stages, but it happens to the other ones. That's why it's a bit tricky. But you can see that slowly I'm taking it out, and honestly, I don't do it fast, right? Like, it's on 3 times speed, obviously, but I kill the boss, and then it takes me a little bit to kill the side minion because, again, the way the filter works, he's not gonna use his ultimate unless it's like straight ahead or, to his side. So I actually killed the boss you know, you're gonna see the boss dies, and then I'm left with this side minion, and I slowly just keep hitting it to kill it. And you know what? It's gonna work. It's fine. So I'll take it, right? But I guess I'm gonna come back at the end to show you the builds, because the presets are, you know, there's no presets. It's just gonna take me another minute to kill this one. So see you at the end so I can show you the builds. Okay, so like I said, it takes me about a minute after I kill the boss to kill the side minion, because Filto just doesn't do the ultimate. But there we go, I managed to beat it. Now let's go ahead and look at the builds. Hopefully I can click from here, because it's okay, I can redeploy. There we go, it's not gonna let me do a fight, but let's have a look at the build. So as always, I'm gonna start with the talents. You see I don't even have talents on him. I have a few talents on Yola. You see on the bottom side, Mistreja towards the middle. Filto obviously had to max out because they needed his damage, and then Laurentiel just started. So it's not perfectly built, right? It's not fully maxed, but the team worked. Now, when we look at the builds, for Garius, pretty straightforward. He is in Ancestral Protection with as much defense as possible. Then he also has the Gatekeeper staff, of course, because this is the best artifact for him. And then everybody's gonna be fully skilled up, right? Like it's a given that everybody's gonna be skilled up. Just wanted to mention that. Then if we move over to Yola. Yola again, not max talents. She's gonna be running Witch's Remains, of course, because she's gonna be landing a defense penalty. Then I put her in a Brotherhood Spirit, so she gives that damage boost when she does the ultimate. I also gave her this one just in case, you know, a little bit of damage, a little bit of healing in case she needs it. And then it's really important to have that accuracy, right? Make sure you have the accuracy so that you can land your debuffs. Okay, moving over to the next one is going to be Mistreja. Now for Mistreja, I went with the Solar King's Horn because this one works perfect on her paired with her battle skill. Because the recovery over time counts as several stacks of heals, so it's going to give maximum damage on the horn. And then I actually chose to go with as much skill haste as I could on her, combining with some enlightenment and HP, so that she can do this more often. That's why you're going to see 2 broken pieces. You write like 2 pieces for this with the 20 skill haste, and then 2 pieces of this one. Like I mentioned, just getting that skill haste up so that she can heal as often as possible with her battle skill, right? This is really important. Next one's going to be Laurentiel. Now, Laurentiel is going to be with the Pipe Organ, right? She's going to have this so he can give as much attack to Filto as possible so we can blast those bosses. But then at the same time, he's also going to be running a Puppeteer set so that he can keep boosting our ultimate energy. He already does that through the ultimate, but with this one as well, you know, it's going to be a lot more ultimate energy for him, for Filto, Garius, and Mistreja, right? Yola's Lightning, she's not going to count, but for everybody else, this one works. So I just went full attack on him just to boost that. And then if you look at Filto, I do have the Flute of the King for him because, you know, I got one, I'm going to use it. If not, you can use whichever gives you the most damage. And then he's full mythic pieces, right? Attack percent on this one with the Mark of Austerity. Strike the Unprepared with crit damage. Top part, Chaos Symbiosis. Even though this one just gives me 12% attack or 6% because it's just him and Laurentiel, I still use it because it has triple crit damage, so it looks pretty nice. And then, of course, Fearless Challenge, because we're going to be fighting the boss that has more max HP than us. And that's pretty much him. And his total stats are going to be like this. You're going to notice that I don't have 100% crit rate on him. The reason for that is most of the time, Laurentiel will go before him. And Laurentiel has on his ultimate saying that grants crit rate up to rally allies when he's under 1 rally. And he's always going to be under at least 1 rally because on his passive, when he hits full ultimate energy, he puts rally on all allies. But that pretty much is the team. I finally managed to beat this boss. This was annoying and hard, and I said, you know what, if I struggle at it, might as well make a video. It might help some of you out there. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye guys.